You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
So the question is, can you handle the truth? Hi, I'm DKWILL. This is DKWILL Talk About It. And especially if you're a Bitcoin maxi, are you going to be able to handle the truth? Because we're going to talk about this article here where Fink calls Bitcoin and gold assets of fear amid dollar worries. Hopefully after this video is watched and you actually watch it to the end, you subscribe and you like, you'll understand that you can handle the truth. If you come to DK, we'll talk about it, and I do it as best as I can. I tell the truth.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
So you better be able to handle the truth, because this article here from October 28th, that is actually yesterday, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink labeled Bitcoin and gold as assets of fear for investors seeking safety from asset debasement. The question that we're going to answer in this video, and I hope it's a short video for you so that you do watch it to the end and you do subscribe, is did he really say that? Let's go find the truth. It says Fink warned about the U.S. high reliance on foreign buyers for treasury sales and called this the nation's biggest financial issue. Central banks are increasingly focused on tokenization, digitization, with Fink predicting rapid global adoption that many countries are unprepared for. Now, we know here at DK, we'll talk about it. I have highlighted gold as an asset to invest in. I haven't really pushed Bitcoin, and I probably won't ever push Bitcoin because I'm not too sure about Bitcoin's future. I have pushed the treasuries, and sure enough, with the RLUSD and the stablecoin acts coming out that will require investments in treasuries and dollars, that's probably going to help treasuries be valuable. But the question is, did he say what he said? Now, if you're a Bitcoin maxi, you're probably loving every minute of it. And this article shows that he was speaking at the Future Investment Initiatives in Saudi Arabia. And they said they described both Bitcoin and gold as assets of fear. The point we're making here is, can you handle the truth? Because there's another article speaking on the same thing here. And this article says BlackRock CEO calls gold and crypto assets of fear as prices fall. So what did the man say, and why would anybody be pushing, he said, Bitcoin? And that's what we do here on this channel. I am a paradigm whisperer. I tell you the truth, and I peek behind the curtain to give you the truth. So do you want to know the truth? Can you handle the truth? Let's watch the truth. And if you like the content I'm providing, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and then come back for more DK Will Talk About It.
That countries are going to continue to debase their currency. If you believe that there's going to be global rise of insecurity, owning crypto assets or gold are assets of fear. You own these assets because you're frightened of the debasement of your assets. You're worried about your financial security. You're worried about your physical security, and between crypto assets and gold, they believe, there's a strong belief that is a good hedge against optimism. Right?
Okay. I listened to it very closely, and I heard the man refer to crypto assets and gold twice. I'd never heard the man say Bitcoin. And you'll notice this is from Bitbo magazine. But that's not the point. The point is, many people are too busy to pay attention to things that matter. And things that matter that occur sometimes are so subtle that if you're not focused and paying attention, you're not going to get it. And that's why you need people like DK Will Talk About It to pilfer through all this lizard talk and tell you the truth. You basically need me on that wall. You need me on that watchtower. You need me to help you hear and see the truth.
Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded. Who's gonna do it? You? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
So if you can handle the truth and you need me on that wall, make sure you subscribe and come back for more. Because it's little subtleties like this Fink calls Bitcoin and gold assets of fear. And even in the synopsis, labeled Bitcoin and gold as assets of fear, pushing Bitcoin. You heard it, I heard it. The man said crypto assets and gold. Yet that's what they want to push on you. So you need me on that wall. So, that being said, let's see what the man was really trying to get across real briefly here with the article that did not try to head fake us and play with our heads. It goes on to bring out some points that I think I want to bring to your attention, and then we'll kind of wrap this up. It says Fink noted that central banks seem increasingly cautious, with many raising their gold reserves. Follow the money means follow the banks. And I'm going to put a bunch of cards. I can put 5 cards on a video. 5 cards will come up that will help to hopefully help you appreciate my stance on Bitcoin, on ETFs, and some other matters that tell the truth. Can you handle the truth? I say gold is a good investment, and it's not done yet. He suggested that these institutions are closely watching how tokenization and digital currencies could affect the financial system. Absolutely. That's where the money is going. That's where the system is going. And that's where you probably need to be going if you want to find safe places for your money. You need me to be able to find more accurate accounts and to read through the lizard talk and to be suspicious and have that ear for that ring of truth. But can you handle the truth? If you can, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, even share, and come back to DK Will Talk About It.
Colonel Justice, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.